Hey everyone, welcome to our live. I am Heather, and we do come to you live each and every day, Monday through Friday. So you get to hear about Luminess and what we have to offer, everything we have to offer. You know us because of our Airbrush, but we do have color cosmetics, we have skincare, we have anything and everything you desire with regarding makeup and beauty. So we are here for you guys, but we aren't like, hey, buy our system and bye-bye. We want to be there for you to walk you through how to use it, how to start. If you have questions before ordering, because we know on these lives that we have a wide range of people watching. And so it's great to see everyone and so you don't just hear from me, but you hear from everyone as far as like what happened when they started, what did they do, so you know that what you're going through isn't anything new. This is a new way of putting on makeup, and so we do cover that. And so we know that there's going to be a learning curve. We know that there's going to be some things you need to get used to, and so that's one thing that we do cover. So we always go over our starter kit, we always go over the basics, and then we get into other makeup as well. Everybody's jumping right on in on Facebook. Hello, Morella. Good to see you. Good morning, Luminess. Thank you, Morella, for sharing. Sharing is caring. So yeah, share the video. I think it pops up even when you jump on Facebook. I think it pops up where you can share our videos. And guys, share them. We want people to know we're here. We want people to know that we're here for you guys. And so Muzi, good to see you. I'm so glad to see you. Miss you, girl. Hello, Martin. Good to see you. 1 year ago. I'm loving that airbrush journey for you, Muzette. It is so Morella's like, okay, I'll just share again. I love it. I love it. I love that journey for you. So anyway, we are on Facebook and on YouTube. So guys, say hi to me. Always talk to me. I know Muzette can't always talk, but she does hear us. So Muzette, I'm just going to start saying hi to you, even if I don't see you on. But just remember, I am on both Facebook and YouTube. If I don't see your comment, jump out and say hello again. Say hello. Tell me where you're from. Tell me how many years you've been airbrushing. Tell me the system you have. Did you, I'm unplugged in. Did you buy the Breeze already? Oh, Moosette, I love you forever too, girl. We have the Breeze. So let me know. Just give me the scoop of skinny. All right. Sorry, I'm trying to get comfy in my chair. All right. Thank you, Martin, for sharing. Appreciate that, guys. Appreciate that. Good morning, Pam. Good to see you. Good morning. Good morning. All right. So we are going to get started, but I am going to wipe my face because I do put on, I actually was trying a different color of foundation to see how it worked. I know, girl, I know, we need to get on that. So anyway, I want to wipe it off because I want to make sure, I know. Who's gonna name Luminess today? I know. That's like, you haven't called me like you said you were. I know. I need to reach out to you, girl. All right. So I'm wiping my face. So you do know that I am starting from scratch. I did have a little bit of foundation on because 2 reasons: trying a new one, trying a new color. And then I don't want to scare children when I'm dropping off my children, when I'm dropping off Lily. I almost said Louie. But guys, look at this. Is anybody else's face breaking out because of the mask? Love it. Do not love that journey for me. Good morning, Candy. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, so we are going to get started. One thing that we talk about a lot, and I was out of, is Velvet Veil. This is amazing. This is a primer. It is a blur, and I put that many R's in it because of the fact it does do a lot. It actually, the very first time I used it, it does a lot more than I thought it was going to do. I thought it was just going to help blur fine lines and wrinkles. Bam, you know, maybe my pores, bam, that's it. But I have redness. I do have larger pores here. I have redness on my nose. I have some rosacea, whatever this craziness is going on right here. And to see it blur, that is pretty darn amazing. But before we get started, I almost forgot. I know. She's like, for shame. Good morning, Patty. Let's see, where am I? Here is one of our starter kits. This is the Icon. We also have the Icon Pro and the Legend, but and of course the Breeze. But they all come with makeup. So regardless of what system you have, they are operated very similarly, and how I'm going to tell you to practice is the same for all of them across the board. But it does come with makeup. It comes with the 2 bottles of foundation. We give you Love and Blush. When people first start, I basically tell them like, hey, let's just get airbrushing down. So just work on what is in your starter kit, because once you get airbrushing down, it doesn't matter what's in your airbrush. It's easy to apply because you're doing it the same way. So really do use those large bottles of foundation and practice. Again, different, you're applying it differently. It's a different application. It looks, it's applied, it reacts differently. And so you have to get used to that. And so use that, because you will be getting bottles if you have the replenishment. We also want you to do the following things. When you get your system, get it out, plug it in. When you turn it on, you're going to feel air. And so I want you to move the stylus around, not fast, not dragging it, but move it around in a very delicate, fluffy way, keeping it 4 finger widths away. I want you to do this until it becomes second nature to you. It'll happen in just a few, like a day. You'll get used to it if you're practicing. Just move that around. The next thing I want you to do is put water in here, put your cap on, and airbrush water. That's going to get you used to pulling back on this trigger. It'll be like walking and chewing gum. You know where to hold it. You know that you need to keep moving, and then you're going to barely pull back on that trigger. Practicing with water helps, because if you have water dripping down your face, then you're pulling too hard. If you can just do the water and it just looks moist, then you have a better idea. The water weighs heavier than the foundation, and so it will help you understand that. The next thing I want you to do is put a couple of drops of your foundation, get a tissue, fold said tissue, keeping it 4 finger widths away, and keep it moving, and then barely pull back. I want you to work on gradually, barely, little bitty, getting that makeup to show up gradually. If you see it instantly, you're pulling back too hard. If the tissue or paper towel looks wet, you're pulling back too hard. And so make sure, and that's a great way to practice, because when you're doing your face, you don't want to see it go on. And so being able to see that on the tissue and the contrast is going to help you. Good morning, Coco. How are you? All right. Oh, that's a good idea. Washing the mask separately. That's a really good idea, because I'm wondering if it's no more breakouts. Okay, I'm going to do that. Are you supposed to wash your mask? I'm just kidding. All right. Have fun, Muzep. All right. Hey, Coco's good. Oh, hey, what, Lux? How are you? How are you? How are you? Lux, she's like, I'm watching on my TV and I can't comment from there. So isn't that awful when you're watching YouTube on your smart TV and you're like, how do I comment? I don't know what to do. All right. So now I am going to get started now that we've covered the basics. I am using the Velvet Veil. Now, I will tell you that it has this nice little dropper, which is so nice and so pretty, and I put it aside. I actually, to give me a little more control, I just put my finger like this and do that. I do it under my eyes, Go back. Under this eye. Get it on my nose. Get it down here. I definitely do it under my eyes because of I'm more self-conscious about my wrinkles and crinkles. Now I'm going to do it here because I don't know what the heck's going on there. And do a little bit on my chin. Kind of blend it out. And I do smear it on like I'll go whoop, and then what am I doing? Tapping it into place. Tap, 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 tap. So I'm not rubbing. That first initial is very slick. And then you can just tap it into place. That is all you want to do. If I go in and put more on here, it's going to look chalky. So you don't want to do too much. Little bit goes a long way. Now it's dry already. Hey, Sarah, how are you? It's dry already, but it's giving me, it makes my skin feel like velvet. I mean, it does feel very soft. Now with that, I want to go straight into my airbrushing. So you don't want to put any, you don't want to use traditional makeup with this or a traditional concealer, especially if you put it under your eyes. You'll definitely want to airbrush because it doesn't allow a lot of movement. But can you see, like, it's already helped with some of the redness. It's already helped fill in my pores. And so now I'm going in. I'm going in and I'm going to use a couple of drops of X out. I'm going to do it on my lids because my lids are a little bit darker. So I added a couple of drops into my breeze, put the thing down, turn it on. And then I'm just going to spray a little bit right there on my lid. I only did my lid. Why did I only do my lid? Because I'm going to do my eyes first. So letting that sit, letting that settle. And guys, if you are looking to buy a system, you can check out the Breeze. The Breeze is going to be amazing for summer. Summer's here. And maybe now we can start traveling. We can start doing things. We can start figuring things out, right? And so the Breeze is an amazing one to travel. The Icon is still an amazing one to travel because it is so small. We do have the case for it. And so you can travel with that as well. This one is just nice because it is cordless, chargeable, all of that. Oh, yay! Coco on YouTube said, I have been practicing and I'm loving it. Guys, get that. If you're new, get that. Get that. She's practicing and she's loving it. Practicing and loving it. So it does take some practice. You probably won't be an expert the very first time you use it, and that's okay. That is all right. That's okay. It's just makeup. So you can do it. Coco, we don't have affiliates right now, but hey, if we ever do, we will definitely be talking about it here, right? All right, so I'm going in, and I'm actually going to do eyes first. I like that, Luminess. Practice equals loving it. So true. I mean, if you're watching this for the first time, like that's what I want you to get down. It does take some practice. Don't draw your conclusions based on your first application of it, because chances are you might not like it. Because nobody, guys, I hate to tell you this, but nobody was an expert the very first time they did it. And so you definitely want to keep going. This is our click and play, and this is ginger. Well, I don't know why I have to have my pinky out. Ginger. And I'm going to take ginger and blend. So I'm putting my blending brush in here, and I'm going to blend this on my lid. And we're blending, and we're blending, and we're blending. And going back and forth. Now, if you're like, Heather, why are you doing your eyes right now? You haven't done anything else. That's okay, because I'm doing my eyes first. With airbrush makeup, it lasts for so long. It doesn't transfer. It's not moving. And so if I'm doing regular regular eyeshadow, I can do that first, clean up whatever fallout I may have, and then do my foundation. Because also, with airbrush makeup. It's very precise, very precise. So even though I mean, how many times I always start with my eyebrows on, you always see that. Doesn't get in my eyebrows, it's not going to get on the eyeshadow that I'm doing right now. Morella, what do you wish for your birthday? The breeze? It's a good one. That Luminess is coming out with some zingers today. What she's saying is, I also don't expect that you should know what to do because you have makeup experience. This is different. It's retraining our brains into thinking airbrush and not traditional makeup. With traditional makeup, you're used to seeing that bad boy go on, and with airbrush, you don't. All right. Ooh, in December. Very cool. All right. Now I'm using, look at this one. This one is indigo. I am wearing blue today, if you can't tell, navy blue. And so I'm using a flat eyeshadow brush. Yay! Angela just purchased it and can't wait to get it. Hey, Angela, how are you? How are you doing? Angela joined me on one of my group. I'm putting this blue right here. Tap, 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 tap. And guys, that's why we like you to share this, because if there's anybody wanting to use this, knowing that we're here for you and being able to do this, like if you're watching this before you even get it, you're going to be ahead of the game. All right, so now better and better. It's been 5 days. I'm coming back and what? Oh, I love it. I love it. And that's what we used to say it all the time. Like, when you first get it, use it 7 days in a row. 7 days in a row, and you're going to get it. If not, book an appointment. We have classes. We have small classes where you get one-on-one attention. We go over everybody's problems, issues, whatever questions you may have, and we address those. And so always there's several, usually there's 4, Mondays there's 4, all the other days I think there's 3, and you can book an appointment with me. All right, so now I just popped that blue on, but see how you can see those harsh lines right there? So now I'm going to take my blending brush. Oh, everybody loves this color. Hey, Angela Latham. And now I'm gonna blend, blend, blend. Morella loves the blue. And so I'm just blending those harsher lines. Okay, so I have the ginger up here to give it some transition, and then I have the blue here to give me a bam pop of color. And then now I'm going in and I'm going to be daring. I'm so daring. Hey, Kim, good to see you. Oh, I'm using the click and plays. These are our click and plays, and I'm going to show you how. Well, here I have this one that goes together. They slip together. And so these are, you know, summer months. Hopefully we're going to get back to traveling. And so you can go summer. And so you should, like, ordering them. You can order one at a time. We have a box with all of them. You can, you know, like if you're going out of town, you can pick and choose the colors that you want to use. They travel so nicely. Now I'm using Blackout, which is this one, and just right. Coco's like, I want. I must have. So now I'm going back and forth just in that little crease, not going over too much, but just adding that third color right in there. I know Angela said everyone loves color, but everyone wears neutral. You know, I think we should all have. Oh, Coco, look on the look in the description, and in the description it says click and play. You can click on that and it'll take you right there and you'll see them. There is one that has the kit But the one I did the link for is the one you can buy individual, so you can check both of them out. But just click on that link in the description. But regarding the neutral and color and all that, guys, that's why I tell you, do something different before you take your makeup off in the evening. We should all have a neutral, natural go-to look to run with when we're half asleep and we have to do our makeup, or when we're in a hurry, we overslept, or just, hey, I need to look neutral and natural and professional. Have that go-to look, but then some days you can play with it, right? Some days you're like, hey, let's go for it. Musette always says, you can wear any color you want as long as you know how to blend it. So you can do it softer. You don't have to do it like as bold as I did, but you could do a little version of it. Angela says, I love colors. Now I'm even stretching it a little bit more. I'm going to line my eyes with the blue underneath. And we're blending and we're blending. All right. Now, we'll tell you. So all I have on is the Velvet Veil under my eyes. Now this one I did a little bit thick. Couple ways to fix it. I can blend it off with a Q-tip, or make this one a little thicker and run with it. You can pull it off, girl. Blending is your BFF. Blending is. So I'm going to put all of these together that I used. So I used all of those. This is indigo, blackout, and ginger. You used all three of those for my color. Now, doing your eyes first, whoops, what you have to remember is like all you're seeing is eyes right now, right? Just like when I do blush first, all you see is the blush. And then we start blending it out. So now that I'm going to even my tone with the foundation, I'll start adding color to my face. So I am going to take a little bit of my translucent powder, swipe, boop, like that underneath, in case I have any fallout. Because I used the blue, I might have a little fallout, and that's okay. But swiping it just with a little bit of powder will get that away. If I needed to clean up anything, I can, because I haven't done anything except Velvet Veil. So worst case scenario, if you did mess up and you had a bunch of blue under here, take one of my favorite tricks is you can take one of your wipes, wrap in Q-tip, and go like this. And then you can add more Velvet Veil if you needed to do that. Now I'm going to go back with what's left of the CC concealer and get underneath my eyes. I already did this on my eyes, but now I'm getting it underneath. I add a little bit more because I need it covered. Whatever. I need to be washing my mouth separate. All right. Show me some of the caring things, you know, like the caring one, if you are ready for summer. Oh, Coco, you are cracking me up. Coco's like, what is CC? I need it. So CC, we have items and we have products that do pre-coverage. So yes, you can get coverage with the foundation. So we have Silk foundation. We also have the Rose foundation. We have the Silk, which is sheer to medium, and then Rose foundation is going to be medium to full. And so that's going to give you the more coverage. However, a lot of times I like using what I call pre-coverage, where you can go in and cover up those pesky areas that we may need some coverage. I'm looking for my foundation right now. And where might it be? Is it here? No. Am I losing it? Yes. Okay. And so what I'll do is I'll go in, cover those problem areas, and then airbrush over it. So if you're using, let's say you're like, Heather, I need some coverage. If you use rose and you feel like you still need a little bit more coverage, then you can check out eraser, X out, CC concealer, peach color correctors, different things. However, one thing I would recommend is in your kit, you get a lighter shade and the darker shade. If you're using the darker shade, Kim, did I say hi to you? I hope I did. If you're using the darker shade as your foundation, you can use a lighter shade or purchase a lighter shade, and you can use that as pre-coverage too. All right, so I'm putting my foundation, and I'm using 2 right now because I'm lighter, but I'm just gonna put maybe a drop of 3 in there to warm it up just a bit. I'm now mixing that together. Boop, boop, boop. So you can put all your drops into your foundation well, and then close it. And then now, okay, good, good, good. I'm always cautious about making sure I say hi to everybody. Now start at one spot, doesn't matter where, but just start on a spot and make your pass. The one pass that you make, that first pass, you're going to question whether or not it's even coming out. And that's okay. That's exactly what we want. I want you, after that first pass, to look in the mirror and go, Heather's crazy. There's nothing on my face. Guess what there is? You'll know that when you're practicing on that paper towel or that tissue. You'll see that barely pulling back, that there is something coming out. And then once you experience it, guys, once you understand it, you'll feel the air. But then once you start pulling back on that trigger, you'll feel another little set of coolness. So now I'm going to go. Morella, you should be able to do a full face of makeup with about, and I'm going to kind of extend it, 5 to 10 drops. Now, the reason why I'm extending it is because when you first start out, you might use more, and that's okay. The more you use it, the more comfortable you get with it, and you'll understand how it's working. If you pull back all the way on this trigger, it's letting too much makeup out, and you're going to get all over your face. Very little makeup should be let out, right? So moving back and forth. There is a timer on all of our systems. And guys, when I say 5 to 8 drops, or, you know, whatever the case may be, that's total. That's not each time you fill it. That is total. So start with, let's say, start with 8 and see how long. Like right now, I just ran out. And the reason I know that is because 1, I can hear it, and 2, I don't feel that other set of coolness with the makeup, okay? You can really hear it on your stylist when you're out of makeup, for sure. So if we were all in a room and we were airbrushing and airbrushing and airbrushing, I could close my eyes and I could tell you who was spraying too hard and who was out of makeup. So if you think about that, you are going to get used to that sound and to that sound of products being released, the sound of product not being there, the sound of too much product being released. So you'll be able to pick that up. Guys, this isn't, you're like, oh, I could never do. You are going to get that. You're going to have, if you use it 7 days in a row, you are going to have that aha moment where you're like, oh, Heather wasn't crazy. She did know what she was talking about. She's not just a pretty face. All right, I'm doing a little bit of contouring with my Cut 1 palette. Heather, what do I do for more coverage with oily skin? Angela, Velvet Veil. That's the other thing Velvet Veil does, is it's going to help control the oil. You can use it all over, or you can use it in T-zone, certain areas, but definitely Velvet Veil. Angela, yeah, thumbs up. Something is up. Full show. I have no idea how you use 30 drops and you don't look like a cake fest. So we'll have to, let's book another appointment so we can figure that out for you. All right, so now I'm going to grab the Allure Compact of Angela said, oh, Angela, so it is somewhat, but a lot of times on this, you can't always hear it. So don't make a huge judgment. But yeah, sometimes with the stylus just releasing that air, sometimes it might seem a little bit louder, but not always. Oh, sure. All right, so now I'm going to put some mascara. Morella, you might look into getting that Velvet Veil. And remember, guys, FYI, we have new sales. We got new sales. I'm using my mascara. And honestly, with this look, I probably would do lashes just because it's such a dramatic look, I feel like. And not dramatic lashes, just like even the natural ones. Adding my mascara. Definitely need mascara with this look. You need those lashes to stand out. And so now I'm going to reach for my Dusty Rose. And I was trying to think the other day. Dusty Rose is my Spice from MAC. MAC had a lip liner called Spice that everybody used, and it was like a staple. This is my my staple. And what I like about this is that it is in this form. They're so creamy. And they go on like butter. Yes, Coco, a little bit does go a long way, and that's what you want. You want to try to stretch it, to try to do that. I mean, come on. Is that not the best, like, everyday? This is my, hey, I woke up late, I'm tired, I'm half asleep, I need to do my makeup. I'm going to build that lip out a little bit more. I need the up close mirror real quick. And that didn't work. Right there. And then I'm still going to use my lip jelly. I really like that. The lip jelly. Morella, you can send it to beautybar@luminousair.com. Beautybar@luminousair.com. And I love using the lip jelly just because it goes on like butter. But it lasts. You don't need a lot. It gives you that shine. Plus, it's like you ate hot Red Hots, and so you have that plumpness, which I love. And then I'm going to finish it with my final seal. This is going to be important for summer, guys, especially if you're on the go, on vacation. even a no makeup look. You can do your final seal and smell like vacation. It's just amazing. So final seal is going to make you basically waterproof. It's going to lock everything in. Airbrush makeup alone is going to last you forever. I mean, 17 to 18 hours. But that final seal is just going to step it up a notch. And so check that out. I did put the links in my description. Hello, Rose. Good to see you. Rose, some say love, it is a river. I don't see. A word is said and I come up with a song. I don't know. Anyway, all right, guys, that is it for this Wednesday or this hump day. And so I'm with you guys every step of the way. Monday through Friday, we are here for you guys, 9:30 a.m. Central Time, Facebook and YouTube. So make sure you jump on board, ask me questions. We have LUMINESS here that helps me. We have people, Martin and Musette, and a lot of people, everybody comes on and ask questions. You'll hear from them. You'll hear from me. Hello, Paula from Florida. If Paula's in Florida, she knows what humidity is like I do in Texas. So the final seal is super important. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I will see you back tomorrow. Check out the links of the products I use in the description. Also, there is the link that you can book a group session. There's several different times. I will tell you, they book up quickly. So make sure if you book them, keep the appointment too, because then you're blocking everybody else out. All right, guys, thank you so much, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.